Hi everybody, welcome back to the Magic Garden. Today is April 2nd. I'm kind of stating that because we have been in quarantine and I don't even know which day quarantine I'm in anymore. I'm kind of really losing track. This quarantine thing is really, it's heavy on a lot of us, and today I'm kind of going through an emotional roller coaster. A few weeks ago, hospital kind of told me I was sick, and I can't really prove what kind of sick that is, and they're not really giving me a lot of information. Today I was supposed to go in for a doctor's appointment because they're like, there's something wrong with you, and then they canceled it. So I've been kind of going on an emotional roller coaster. I can't really express to the whole world because I just want to be okay. And I've reached out and told folks, and my friends and family have really motivated me and supported me to come out to my garden today and do something different. And I need this. This is one of the hardest times in a lot of our lives, and for some of us we have to do it alone, physically, but we certainly don't have to do this alone emotionally. There's a lot of friends and family out there who care enough about me that know that this is the best place for me. I don't mean to be emotional on my videos, but I told you guys this was a journey, and then we were going to be walking through some shit because life isn't about just planting vegetables and watching them grow, or planting seeds within yourself and watching yourself grow. It's really about the journey, and I'm on it today. So today, you guys, I'm going to do everything that I can to take this and make something really beautiful out of it. And so that's what we're going to be talking about today. I really wanted to talk about an herb garden, but life on life's terms is not about an herb garden today. Today is about, it's about changing around the worst of this life right now and making something really beautiful out of it. And that's what this garden is. So today, guys, I'm gonna work in my garden because, as I said, today is April 2nd. My zone actually should be done with frost nights here as of tonight, I hope. So in the next couple days I can start bringing out some of my vegetables and spending more time in my garden, because the truth is this place saves me. It saves me from myself and allows me to see the beauty that can be grown. I'm telling you, folks, a garden is so much more than growing vegetables for your family. It can save you. It can save you from depression and emotions you can't understand, and it gives you time to get your hands dirty and really make something beautiful of all the dark things that are going on in life right now. So I'm going to come out here and get this garden ready today, and I'm going to spend as much possible time as I can. It's kind of overcast, really shitty out here today, but it's okay because things are going to be okay. I just have to stick to my guns. I have to come out to my garden. I have to put my hands in the dirt, and I have to grow something beautiful out of this. So along this journey, you guys, I know I'm not alone in this. And if me crying on on my video helps somebody else understand the importance of finding beautiful things to work with and to see why you're going through these things, and I don't really mind putting myself out there one bit. Also today is about new beginnings, and we're going to do some things differently today. Via video, we're going to go and visit a few friends and along the way and find out what they're doing in their garden, and give you tips for Zone A out there, and 8A and 8B, and just kind of explore. I think it'll be a lot of fun. It'll definitely be educational, and I'm really glad you're here to walk with me through this journey. So let's get started with today's episode. No idea what it's about, but it's beautiful. So let's get into it. Hi guys. Today I'm gonna be really kind of working through all my emotional baggage here out in my garden. I have a lot of work to do, and in the next few days I need to get some of those starts out that I have in the house. I need to get them actually down in the boxes. So today I thought it'd be a little fun to go and visit some really amazing gardeners. I'd like to introduce you to two brand new segments that we're going to be introducing here at the Magic Garden. We're going to collaborate with some really amazing people that have really supported me and really believe in my message. And man, I'm telling you, I'm so thrilled that I get to introduce you to these guys, but I'm even more thrilled and I'm just honored as hell that they would want to be a part of this. The first person I'm going to introduce you to is Sally Drew, and I know I talk about her an awful lot. If you've ever been on DIY the Beehive.online, then you know that I've done a complete ode to her. She has always been the light in my darkest of days, and right now things just seem so dark because we're stuck at home. We're away from people that we love. We can't even go to work, and I find myself completely blessed in the idea that I have this garden to go to, and it's because of folks like her that I'm reminded of this all the time. But Sally is down in zone 8A, I believe. She's actually in Cascade Locks. And then the next person I'd like to introduce you to is a master gardener who we're going to get to learn from, and I'm so excited for that. So excited! And his name is Jimmy, and he actually lives out in Gresham, which I do believe is also on 8. It's on zone 8 as well. But we all three garden differently. We all three have different, I garden in boxes, Sally in the ground, and I'm not going to blow what Jimmy's doing because I'd like for him to show you himself. So I did find a theme in today's episode. It's about getting together with the people that you love the most, creating something amazingly beautiful, and sharing in that experience the strength and the hope. And so, man, I am more than honored today to introduce you to Sally Drew.
Hi, I'm Sally Drew, and I live out here on, out here, I'll turn this around, you can see my mountain. We're in Cascade Locks, and we are literally at the foothills of the Cascades. I'll pop this around. This is very new to me, first time I've ever done this. So thank you, Bonnie, for encouraging me to step out of my box and share my garden out here at Dragonfly Farm. And I'm hoping you're seeing our Cascades. Our snow level is down to about 2,000 feet, though earlier this morning it was lower, but I see it's kind of melted off. There's my Mojohoitz, he's my garden dog. So anyway, we come from Portland and found this beautiful piece of property that we fell in love with when we got out here. First time we saw it, we had a dragonfly come by and sit on the hood of the car and welcome us, and I knew this is where we needed to be. So I'm going to give you a bit of a garden tour right now. This is definitely winter garden. I have a gardening partner that is my mom. She's 82 years old, lives in Gresham, in the village with her village people, and has a garden there also, but she comes out and helps me. She is amazing. And between her and what I learned as a kid out on the farm in Gresham, where I was born and raised, we're doing pretty good. We are working with, we're working it. And we started a farmer's market 2 years ago. This hopefully will be our third season. We're gonna see about that, but I grow for the community as much as I can, and that's just kind of what I do. And then for Tom and I, so he's retired. I'm an old bartender. Some of you, I hope, recognize me from back in the day, the Portland days, or out on the river, because we no gonna die today, round eye. Gotcha. So here we go. I wish I could figure out how to turn this around, but I'll start this way. I have hops and dandelions and daffodils growing here. Go away. Okay. And daffodils growing. Mom put in. Why can't I turn this around? Wish I could. Okay, well, I know you'll edit that out. So anyway, here is our archway and our almighty owl that looks over our property or my garden space. Kind of give you a little panoramic view there. Don't mind the lawn. It has actually already been cut once this year, but I'm going to just kind of slowly move you across and hope you see. I need to figure all this out, but we'll get there. We've gotten a lot done this spring, I should say. We winter gardened. We had kale, as you're seeing. Okay, kale. We had we had kale. We had Brussels sprouts, we had cabbage, and this was the first time that I had ever done a winter garden. So I got real sick around Thanksgiving, and so we didn't get garlic in until December 1st. But as you can see here, maybe that's better. As you can see here, they're coming up. So I think the critters may have gotten a few of them, but oh well, that's the way it goes. So we have, my sage and my lavender and my rosemary. They were some of the first things that we put in. 3 years ago, we put in the dwarf trees. I did lose one. Okay, anyway, old growth grapes, and then past that is blueberries, and we've added 2, 4, 6 blueberries, and we've put in new raspberries last year and got tons of them off of them. So we're really looking forward to that this year. We have tried a lot of different things. As you can probably see, weed barrier down here, moles in here. We have some, I don't know if you can see those, the mole stakes that send out the sounds. They're solar and they do work pretty well. I don't have a lot of the mole traffic over in that bed, so they kind of move over here and then we chase them back. And so these are no dig beds. Can you see them? These are no dig beds. We just put these in the 1st of March. I have a friend who has a farm, and when he finishes up with his coconut and peat moss and perlite mixture, he lets me come up and glean. So I have gleaned heavily this year with the no-till. This is cinder blocks that I've repurposed from a mobile park, and then I've put cardboard down, and then I have put about 4 to 6 inches of this perlite mixture in here. Some of these I already had, and they had strawberries in them, so I'm cleaned them up and kept them, and I do have more strawberries to come. So we got some asparagus in this little bed here, the other day, and I've found a wood chip supply that I just have to dig, and I bring it back in buckets so I can handle it and only have to dig it once. And but I won't tell you where it's at because I'm not sharing this find. I'm just not gonna. Anyway, these are 2 more beds, and if you see the black pots over here, these are my potato pots. The black ones are. The other ones are ones that I brought wood chips back to the farm with. And I'm just collecting water in them right now, because if we get some good weather and I don't need them, I've got a big barrel that I just pour in and use it for the garden. This is the one bed I haven't really gotten to yet. So we have lettuce. Is this lettuce? This is, yeah. This is burpee lettuce coming up in old wine barrel rings. This is some spinach coming up. And this is some more, this is spinach. I lied. This is spinach. You can see these little guys here. I wish I had a GoPro. I wish I had a selfie stick to do this better. Next time will be better, I promise, Bonnie. And then this is some more lettuce coming up. These seeds were old. I wasn't sure what they were going to do. So since it's my first time planting out here in the fall or the spring, early spring, I thought I'd give it a try. So no loss, no gain. Well, no loss and always a gain. So I've got some icicle radishes in this trough here. There's trying to get my direction. They're just popping up down here. There we go. These are icicle radishes. I did put beets over in this lane, and I can see them. I can see them coming up here. So this is pretty cool. This is leeks, and I've never grown leeks, and I've tried to start some in the house, and I don't know. Well, I'm just going to give them time and wait and see. So, and of course, we still have our beautiful kale that's growing, and we've been cutting all winter. But this trellis here was hog wire, and Mom and I built it, and so it will come out this year. I use the wind chimes as bird and animal deterrents. I have a lot of them. This arch we built this trellis was our very first one. And Mom was like, "Are you kidding me?" And I'm going, "No, we can do this. We don't have money to buy cattle panels. We don't have, So I started gathering up old wiring, fences and stuff from people in the area. And we built this one, and this one will stay up until it collapses. This one's very sentimental. So down here, this black area we found we have trouble growing peppers. So they need to be potted. We do beans here. We do beans over here will be my rotation crop. And this will be the pepper house. It keeps them nice and warm. They get hot sun all day. And they're just protected, and they love it. We had so much trouble with peppers last year, and finally we potted them in the big black pots, put them in this kind of secluded area, and they went crazy. So that was a learning experience. Over here today, what I'm going to do after I do this and send this all to Bonnie is my carrot gardens. Now, never grown carrots. It's never been successful when I've tried. So the grandkids came out last summer and we spent the day painting tires. These are lined with fabric, and I'm going to even out the soils, add some steer manure, well composted steer manure, a little bit of bone meal, Epsom salts, and coffee grounds. I'm going to get them ready to go, turn that dirt over today, and then tomorrow get out here, and I've got 3 types of carrots I'm going to give a shot. So this is another experiment for us that we're not quite sure. We know we can grow tomatoes. Oh my gosh, I can grow tomatoes. We can grow squash, zucchinis, like wild people out here. Our berries do fantastic, and I'm going to walk you over to one of my favorite things. And this year we've done this. Mom and I did this about, well, the weekend before everybody got the stay-at-home order. That weekend prior, she was out, and it was raining, but we didn't care. We've been growing rhubarb. It is fantastic for you. So this is our rhubarb patch. Now, I know it doesn't look like much right now, but, oh gosh, that one that looked like it was dead came back. So this is the first time we have divided rhubarb, and we had planted some new rhubarbs last year, some Victoria Reds. We found that the Victoria Reds were red all the way through and a little sweeter, even though rhubarb's tart. So Mom found some, actually, a gal in Gresham. I wish I knew her name so I could give her a shout out, but actually gave Mom some plants. And Mom shared them down at her other garden and brought a couple up here, and we had planted them down below in the main garden and decided we wanted to grow all the rhubarb together because we use so much of it. We make a rhubarb syrup that we sell at the farmers market here in Cascade Locks, and I make rhubarb rustic pies, and I make and Mom makes a rhubarb muffin, and we sell that. It's big sellers for us at the market, so that's a good income, side income for us. So anyway, there it is, folks. The rhubarb, we love it. We absolutely love it. It's fantastic, and it's good for you. Oh, and there's even, well, we thought we'd gotten these guys out of here because we're going to clean this up and anyway. Well, that's okay. They'll get moved. Oh, and then over here in this little compost pile, there we go. Ta-da! Rhubarb grows anywhere out here. So I am going to walk back up at the house, send these to Miss Bonnie, and see if I did okay for my first time around. And it's probably been half an hour worth of stuff. So I just want to show you, I have a very dear friend, and she made me this sign last year. Oops, I'm trying to, and it hangs out in front of my favorite rosemary bush. This one actually died the 2017, the winter of 2017. This guy died, and we went up to Gator Creek in Carson, and we got another one, and it was in a little black pot, and now look at it. It's just here to welcome everybody. The dog rubs up against to keep the fleas off of him. In here we have Tom's Pond, sedums, mint, and of course this thing needs to be done, but until we take the wrapper off of the pond and winter's over, we've got 32-degree nights still coming up and more snow predicted for the mountain, so we're just kind of laying low. Anyway, remember, grow the good grow, and peace out.
So as you can tell, guys, I'm kind of feeling a little bit better. Seeing Sally's Drew's face today really helped me to do that. Sally's kind of always wanted to do this, and she really stepped outside of her comfort zone to do this for us today. I get really frustrated with those damn buttons too. Yeah, shooting these videos isn't as easy the first couple of times around, but we get the hang of it. But introducing her to you today actually helped me out more than anything. You see, instead of being in a really dark place, I went and found some light. I listened to what my friends said. I got out, I got my hands dirty, got in this garden, and I called on some friends for help. And when you do that, when you step outside of that darkness, which is really not easy to do as it is, you eventually see that things can be beautiful again. And you know what? You have to appreciate life. You really do, because the truth is that you are growing right alongside your garden, and your friends are growing right alongside you. It really goes to show there's nothing you can't do with a little bit of magic. We were going to do we were going to introduce you to our second guest today, but our video is running super long, so we're just going to do a part 2. And but in the meantime, guys, if you have any questions for me or for Sally for Zone 7 or 8, please comment below. We would appreciate a like. We'd also appreciate if you subscribed or shared this video, and don't forget to ding 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 that little bell over there so that you'll know when we upload our next video, which is going to be right after this one. So from all of us here at the Magic Garden, don't forget that you can find yourself in your own creation, and you can grow right alongside your garden, and most beautiful of things come from you when you just step outside of the darkness. So until the next time, you guys, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for your support.